This is the TST TS-01 Electric Bike, and at first glance, it just looks solid, modern, and ready for action. What stands out right away is that step-through frame with those clean, simple lines, big 26-inch wheels, and a sturdy rear rack out back. The frame is carbon steel, so you instantly feel that sense of durability, but it doesn't look bulky or heavy at all. In my opinion, it's got that perfect blend of classic city bike vibe with a little bit of modern edge, thanks to the built-in battery and the LCD display. So let me jump right into my experience. I'll be honest, I was a tiny bit skeptical at first because I've owned folding e-bikes before, and the TST TS-01 looked bigger and heavier from pictures. But actually standing next to it, lifting it and getting on, it felt familiar, sturdy, but still manageable. The step-through frame makes life easier, especially if you're commuting and need to hop on and off multiple times, or maybe you don't want to swing your leg over a high bar. I'm not tall, just an average-sized rider, and I can get on and off with no trouble. I think this would be perfect for both mid-size and more petite riders, or anyone who's intimidated by regular high-bar bikes. Getting into the ride quality, the first thing I noticed was the seat and handlebar setup. The seat is this low-profile, sportier style, but still decently padded, and the handlebars sweep back just enough that you're not hunched forward. So, if you're all about comfort, or maybe you have a sensitive back or wrists, this makes a real difference. I took it out on city streets, a few light gravel paths, and some paved trails. From my experience, the TST TS-01 is a true city cruiser at heart. You get the fat enough 26 by 1.95 tires to give you stability and grip, but without the extra weight of some of those oversized fat tire bikes that are honestly just too heavy to lug around. Now, talking about the key features. The motor is a 500-watt rated motor, but it can peak at a huge 1,000 watts, and you feel it. That 55 Newton-meter of torque is not just a number, it really translates to easy hill climbs and fast acceleration, even when you're carrying gear on that rear rack. On open stretches, I consistently hit speeds right around 27 to 30 miles per hour, with the pedal assist set to the max, which feels exhilarating, but still safe thanks to the disc brakes. Throttle mode works nicely too. If you twist and go, or just want a little break from pedaling, it'll carry you up to about 20 to 25 miles per hour, depending on your weight and the road. The throttle is on the left, which felt a bit strange at first. Most e-bikes have it on the right by default. But after a few miles, I barely noticed the difference, and I actually like having throttle and gear shifting on separate sides. That battery is a built-in, removable 36-volt 10.4 Ah cell, and what I really appreciate is it's lockable. You don't have to leave it on the bike if you're parking outside. You unlock it and take it with you to charge it up at your desk, in your garage, wherever. I ride about 12 to 15 miles a day, mostly in pedal assist mode, and sometimes full throttle just for fun, and I've only had to charge every 3 days or so. The brand says you can get up to 50 miles if you stick to pedal assist and don't go full blast on throttle. In my opinion, that's actually realistic if you're not on crazy hills or carrying super heavy cargo. The suspension on this thing, front fork plus some flexibility in the seat post, makes potholes and rough patches a total non-issue. If you're new to e-bikes, and maybe worried about road vibration or rough city streets, the shocks here keep things smooth. I've even taken it over some packed dirt trails at the park, and it handled great with no weird noises or rattles. A quick note on controls for anyone new, that LCD display tells you your speed, your power level, battery left, trip distance, and you have 5 pedal assist modes to dial in exactly how much power the bike provides to help you pedal. You can also adjust the speed limit with the app if you want to go a bit faster, or set it lower for safety. The controls are super straightforward. Hold the power to turn on, click up or down for assist levels, and a long press activates the front light. About braking, I always look hard at brake quality on e-bikes because of the speed and weight. The TST TS-01 uses front and rear disc brakes. They're mechanical rather than hydraulic, but honestly plenty strong for city use. I've never felt unsure about stopping, even on steep hills or with a full backpack. It's simple to reach the levers even if you have smaller hands, and the bite is firm, not grabby. Assembly, for me, took maybe half an hour, but I'm a cautious person and like to double-check everything. The bike is about 90% pre-assembled, so you don't need a bike shop. You do get a small toolkit, and if you follow along with the video, it's much smoother than just reading the manual. From my experience, if you're new, it might feel intimidating, but once you see it in person, all the main parts are together, and it's mostly tightening bolts, putting the handlebars in, and adding pedals. One thing I'd mention is weight. At almost 63 pounds, it's not feather light, but that's honestly expected when you have a durable steel frame, suspension, and a large battery. I can load it onto a car rack solo, but it does take a little muscle. It's easier if you can wheel it straight out of your garage or apartment instead of carrying it up steps. If you're looking for something super lightweight, this may not be it, but I feel the stability is worth the extra pounds. Now, as for storage, you get a solid rear rack included. No need to buy extras to carry groceries, work stuff, or a picnic basket. The mudguards are wide and effective, so I've never had water splash up my back even on rainy days. I appreciate that, especially with city riding. The paint has held up nicely, no scratches so far. On the tech side, it's pretty modern. You have app connectivity, which I wasn't sure I'd use, but it's cool to see my ride history and tweak some settings from my phone. The LCD display is clear and visible even in daylight. If I had any real hesitation, it'd be maybe that the battery indicator isn't always totally accurate, especially right as you first start riding after a full charge. It calibrates pretty quick after a few miles though, and just a heads up for new riders, the throttle kicks in with basically full power right away. I got used to it, but a more gradual ramp up would feel a little more beginner friendly. From my experience, the TST TS-01 is perfect for commuters, weekend explorers, or really anyone who wants a fast, fun way to zip around town and still get some exercise. If you're all about comfort, safety, and decent power, I'd recommend this for just about anybody from their 20s on up to someone looking for a reliable, easy-to-use e-bike for daily rides. The 300-pound weight limit is generous, so even loading it up, you won't have any problems. In conclusion, if you want a capable, stylish, reliable e-bike with great range, lots of smart features, and a comfortable step-through frame for all sizes, the TS-01 is a solid choice. It's not the absolute lightest, but for me, the comfort, power, and smooth ride make it a fantastic commuter and city bike. I'd happily recommend it for anyone who wants to get into e-bikes or upgrade from an older model. If you want to see more quick reviews or have questions about the TST TS-01, make sure to subscribe to the channel and drop a comment below. Thank you for watching.